Hey, what's going on everybody? Thrive here, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit, but you know what? There is some new Planet Zoo news, and of course, I'm gonna talk about it. Now, I know this is a whole day late. The news was revealed yesterday, but it was Thanksgiving, so I wasn't around. But now I am, and you know what? I really want to talk about it, and if you want to hear my thoughts, well then, thank you. So, let's go ahead and begin by talking about this brand new Animal Talks. Alright, so here we are on the actual Planet Zoo website looking at the Animal Talks. Now, I'm not going to really read too in depth about it because I've already read enough, and you can read it for yourself in case you really want to know. I will leave the forums in the description down below so you can check it out for yourself. But anyway though, so first off, what exactly are the Animal Talks? Well, of course, these are the long-awaited thing that Frontier, I'm pretty sure, regret teasing all the way back into the very first original teaser trailer for Planet Zoo. Of course, we actually saw some sort of an animal keeper show going on with the elephants in that trailer, and it was a really big disappointment to see that it never happened until now. Now, obviously, this is a bit different, and actually, I'll just say off the bat, this is definitely one of those things in Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo where they take real world things and they make them Planzo or Planco version. You know, it's like, take the vending machines for example. The vending machines, yes, they're vending machines like we know, only they're at the exact same time they're that universe's vending machines. They're different. It's their interpretation of it. And it's the exact same thing here. This is not like your normal, this, based on this first picture right here, you can see this does not exactly look like your typical keeper show you see in a zoo, but you know what, it still is. It's the Planet Zoo version of a keeper show, and I respect that. That's fine. It's, you know, it's a video game, things can be different. It's like its own unique theme, and I think people can still have fun with it. And regardless, you know what, it's an Animal Talk show, so let's just appreciate that. Like, that's huge. I'm so glad they are really going down this path. You know, we saw this kind of, we knew they were going to start to try more things like this based on the last update when they did animal color variations. I was just kind of disappointed that's all they did. Now I'm hoping in this next DLC, because they're going to be revealing more in the next couple weeks, I'm really hoping that they will do more than just this one big thing. I'm really hoping that they will actually have multiple big features, not just the Animal Talks, like, let's say, customizable signs and swimming mechanics, you know, wink wink, perhaps, we'll see. I really don't know what the leak, I know there's that big leak that happened. I'll just say right now, I'm not going to talk about it, and it's because it's, while it is legit, I just don't think it's, I don't think it's safe to really talk about yet until we really know what it means, because it was pretty confusing. So I'm just guessing, maybe swimming mechanics. We'll see. I really hope so. We need that. But at least, regardless, at the end of the day, Planet Zoo is getting its Animal Talks, and now let's actually take a look at what exactly it is giving us. So, and I've already read through all this, so I'm not going to read everything here. But to sum it up, how it works is, well, of course, you place down the actual Animal Talk points, which is that thing you saw up there with the owl with the owl sign on it, which I must say grabbed a lot of attention because it's an owl, and people want owls. But anyway, basically you place it down, and depending on how you place it down is whether or not some things will work or not. But regardless, you have to make sure you place it down around a habitat so that it can, you know, you can select an animal for it. And there's a lot more. Again, like down here, it tells you all the things that you can do with it, and there's a lot. But regardless, the main point is you set it down near a habitat. You set it for an animal. Of course, you hire your new staff type. We have a brand new staff type, which of course are the educators. I think is pretty exciting. Maybe it might not sound too exciting for others, but a new staff type is kind of huge for the game. Like, there's a lot of opportunities with a new staff type, and I really think these ones are cool, because when it comes to education, it's huge for zoos, and I really do think that they could expand upon this new staff type, not have it be just about these Animal Talks, but, you know, if we had things like kids programs and conservation programs and just things that bring the guests and the staff closer together, because they're all about one thing, which is the animals and conservation. That would be great. I just feel like if they gave us programs to make in our own zoo using these new staff type, that would be epic. But so far, we have them for the Animal Talks, and it's pretty cool. But anyway, back to how it works. So again, you place it down and set it up to an animal. If it's, I'll tell you right now, if it's facing the back, if the back of it is facing towards the habitat and there's no obstruction, no water or anything, your staff will actually throw food into the animal habitat while they're making the talks, which is really epic. because that's just another level of detail that didn't need to happen, but it happened and it's awesome. So I'm really excited to see that in the works. And now just know, of course, they've already made it clear that if the habitat is not valid or the animal, it will not happen because you have to schedule these talks, right? And while you're doing that, you also have to make sure there's enough space for your staff. You have to make sure you can actually even you can turn on music in the meantime before the talks happen. Sometimes your staff will also not even show up in prep time, and people will cancel on the animal talks. It's like they have created so many different scenarios that can happen with it, and you can address all of them. Your staff not show up, the water's in the way, it's not enough space for your staff, you have to schedule monthly, you have to manage everything about it, and that's what I find so dynamic about all this. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not reading all of this, but I don't feel like I need to because everyone's kind of already read it, but that is basically the main points. It's a dynamic thing, which I'm really impressed with, because originally when I first saw the picture and I saw this thing right here, my initial thought was, oh, it's going to be just a simple thing you place down with a button on it, or like I thought this was a button right here, your staff come up, they press it, it just starts spewing simple animal facts in Planko language, and you couldn't even understand it, and I thought it was going to be so basic and half-assed, but no, holy crap. They really went all out, and they actually are making this be very dynamic. I know that was kind of a messy talk through about the whole thing, but again, it's because everyone basically already knows, and I was just here to spread my thoughts and talk about everything that's going on. There's a couple more things I just wanted to quickly address that I forgot to address while I made that recording. So just note that this can work for both the habitat and the exhibit animals, which is amazing. We can do this with the tank creatures, which is huge. I did not think that would happen, but it can happen, and we will see that happen. And that's great because it just makes the tank animals a bit more realistic. Because I feel like of all things in the game that really need a big update, for me personally, I want to see the tank creatures get the biggest update. So this will definitely help. Another thing to note, of course, these animal talks will have huge benefits on your zoo. Of course, that will increase donations, and it's definitely, especially in like franchise mode, this is going to be huge. People will be exploiting this new feature like hell in franchise mode, because it's a great way to make money, and it's just exciting. And you can like sit, and you saw in the pictures, it's like it could work with any basic habitat, whatever, place it down and you get more money, you get more attention. It's great. It's going to help people in franchise mode, and it'll just be fun to see in your zoos. Anyway though, guys, I know I kind of just like rambled over everything, but again, it's just, there was a lot to talk about, and everyone has basically seen it. I just wanted to give my thoughts. Let me know if you agree with me about how it's not exactly a true animal talk, it's the Planet Zoo version of it. What else do you think we will be seeing in this update? I'm going to have a new DLC speculation video soon, because this next DLC, whatever it is, it's a complete step in the dark. No one has any real clue right now. It could be anything. And I actually find that pretty exciting. But of course, we still have more to look forward to about this new update in the coming weeks. I'm sure we'll get another thing next week. Very excited to see what it'll be, but again, let me know what you think that is. Anyway though, the last time, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, let me know what you think about these new animal talks, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.